There everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we have a pistol mod here. This is Dax Frommer Stop. I think it's the Frommer. It's the Frommer. If looking up at the Google, look at the Google. The Frommer Stop is a Hungarian long recoil rotating bolt pistol manufactured for the Hungarian army. So it's, Hungary. During World War One. So it's a World War One pistol to give you context. Here in Fallout 4, it's a pistol. It shoots pistol bullets, right? It shoots .38 ammunition here. The pistol does look nice. The texture quality here is quite high, right? We can see even some small details, manufacturing stuff on the side of the weapon and stuff. It's got a nice kind of shimmery shine to it. If you want to find this weapon for yourself, once you can't craft it at the chemistry station or anything like that, you find it in the level list. It does start spawning fairly early on in the game, about level 4. And it can spawn on raiders, gunners, the Minutemen, I think. Right, pretty much every enemy type you run into, but it is supposed to be rare, so it might be harder for you to find. If you can't find it right away, that's not my fault. That's just the way the mod author intended the mod. All right, it's a rare pistol, but if you do have it for yourself here, you get a nice little pistol. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage, and I don't think it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be like a nice little light pistol here. But we'll take it here to the weapon workbench and see what we can do with it. So obviously we want to put, well, there's an experimental automatic receiver, which almost makes me immediately want to put it on there because I think that's amazing. But it does require the commando perk, which I do like because obviously commando would be the automatic version. Even though, it's a pistol. I guess commando does apply to pistols in Fallout 4. I'm thinking of Fallout 76 that makes it so like auto pistols are separate. But obviously advanced receiver if you want to just make it the most powerful. But we're going to make it automatic because I think that's interesting. So you have long barrel and extra long barrel. Why not make it extra long? I guess it does look kind of silly with that. Polymer grip just literally takes 0.1 weight off, I guess. Really extended mag, just because I think that's silly. I don't think this is World War One accurate. Either are these reflex sights. Nobody was using reflex sights back in World War One, especially. It was just raw. But we'll put a reflex sight on there just to take a look at what it does. A little fork bayonet. You can stab people with a fork. Could you imagine, like, dying to a fork? Like, you're like bullets whizzing by World War One and shit. Somebody just comes up, stabs you with a fork. That's crazy. There's also a heavy blade in here. Which does need the basher perk, rank 2. I do not have the basher perk, but so if you really want to bash, that's the best bash. Makeshift suppressor and then a regular suppressor. The suppressor does increase range and accuracy, so it is probably the way to go. It's like a 10 bonus accuracy. That's a lot. So this is probably the way to go on that. Steel apparently is the only option there, and that's it. I mean, obviously, I didn't expect this much customization as it is. It's a World War One pistol, everybody. But we do have a reflex sight on here. It's full auto. It does have some recoil. I was controlling the recoil there, but I'll show you what it's not like. It's a lot. Really extended mag is still 16 rounds, which is still, I wouldn't know. I mean, for a World War One pistol, that's a lot. But, compared to some modern pistol mods and stuff, even the base 10mm from the base game, we're not talking a huge amount of ammo capacity here. But obviously it is silence, suppress. It works nice. I mean, I can keep the reticle on target and stuff. I do like the full auto functionality of it, right? The fact that it even exists, and it is cool, but it is not something that, like, is actually good. You never should really have your weapons be full auto. Advanced receiver is probably the good way to go here, especially when we have 66 rated fire as it is anyway. I'm going to take the reflex sight off. It obviously works. We have different, you can even put like a short scope on there, night vision and recon scopes. I'm going to put the laser sight on there, which is a weird vibe. This is another weird vibe situation where, like, the laser sight is just a dot. Like, you aim and you get a dot. I don't know why the laser sight looks like a scope, but it's essentially you get to play, like, you play in third person, you aim, you get the dot, right? So it's essentially just doing that in first person. You get a dot, you aim at the dot. I do like that as a sight mechanic, though, because, like, especially something like a pistol, shotgun, something like that you're going to really use at close range. You can snipe with this weapon. You put a long range scope on it, you get those VATS, criticals at extremely long range, right? You could do all that kind of thing. But this, right here, as we're talking, this is the base weapon. Laser sight is obviously something you never actually have seen on a Frommer stop pistol back in World War One, but I do like the look of it. It does seem to be at least accurate to the dot, right? I am hitting where it says that I'm hitting. That counts for a lot. So we're gonna go test the weapon out in some combat. Reminder, once again, this is .38 ammunition, so that's like the cheapest, most common, easy to find ammunition in the game. We're still doing 78 damage with that advanced receiver on, so we'll see how that does. 332 range with the increase of the suppressor, the increase of being, I guess, the laser sight increased range by a lot too, and the extra long barrel. There's a lot of things on there. So you could definitely hit targets at range, especially in VATS, because VATS calculates its accuracy through the stats that you see. So you definitely could hit things at long range. But I don't know if we might test that a little bit. But I'll see you guys when we get to some combat. Alright, everybody, we're pulling up here on my Zombies Arena arcade mode. We'll just hop right into it here. I'm going to try to go to the Federal Surveillance Center. It's the one that has height as range, I guess, right? So we're here in this. We can obviously shoot way down at things that are way at the bottom. Let's spawn in some super mutants. I do want to test it against something tough because I do worry a little bit about its damage for dealing with, you know, .38 ammunition, but Bat's accuracy here, like I was talking about, the headshots may be a little bit rough, but I mean, being able to hit 95s from this far away, do that higher range set, and obviously the head was kind of included there, and headshots are just naturally hard to hit. It says it's not going to kill, it says it's going to need 2 shots, but 2 shots wasn't even quite good enough, but the third one, nice and easy finish. So yeah, it's not obviously going to be the most powerful thing in the world, but it is also fairly spammy, too, though. Like, even at semi-auto, you can just kind of rail it in there. But obviously, that Super Mutant Butcher here is tanking some shots, right? Like, it is not like most modern weapons where they all almost feel overpowered. You do have to put some bullets in these Super Mutants for them to die. I'm getting shot at. I'm like leaning. The only person ever to use the Fallout 4 lean mechanic on this locker right here. I'm just trying to see if this dot shoots around. It does, though. I'm trying to go for headshots, too. Hello there. 50-50 headshot, and I got it. Good. Let's just take some fat shots on deck. I mean, obviously we can do some third-person shooting as well, but it's not really necessary because we're getting the same effect from that laser sight. There is apparently one Super Mutant left here. We'll do them third-person style. I don't want to fall too much here. I don't want to die in my video. But you see there, I mean, that's not chunking off a big chunk of HP. This weapon's going to really rely on the sneak attack. Excuse me? As I say, his arm right there. That's his arm. You peek your arm out again. Okay. Feast on my flesh as you just get corner peeked to death on your own stuff. There you go. You're dead. Is that everybody? That's everybody. So yeah, the Frommer stop here. It's kind of an interesting pistol. It's obviously got... I mean, no one out here in my comment section, nobody come in here and be like, I remember World War II. I was in the Hungarian army where we used this thing. So it's not like anybody actually has nostalgia to this type of thing. It's kind of an interesting weapon, though. I do like the laser sight. I think that's a cool effect. I think more guns can incorporate a laser sight, aim down sight mechanic. That's just kind of a cool looking thing. Obviously, it shoots very cheap ammo. You could get this weapon starting level 4 very early on in the game, essentially, and you can use this and spam at people, right? Like it's just a spammy little pistol there. I mean, obviously the full auto might be kind of cool, especially because you're gonna have to end up spamming so many bullets anyway, and you might be lazy like me and want to full auto the trigger. It's got a decent number of little attachments. It's not a very big mod, so it just kind of adds kind of a cool, unique pistol. It all depends on if you like the look of it and the interesting history of the weapon, I guess. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page, as well as the Nexus mod page there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel and you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.